underrated also means a lot. We all love underrated underdogs. And when they finally shine, like the showrunner called me up, he said, I really want you to do this. But then this one big platform said, nahi, nahi, hame to star chahiye, hame to A-lister chahiye. This is what it is. I don't want to get frustrated about it. I am dying to do comedy because ये मुझे इतने serious roles कराते हैं सारे कि मुझे लगता है मैं थक गई हूँ अब इतना सीरियस हो के रो के ना ही मैं अच्छी दिख रही हूँ सड़ा हुआ मुंह हमेशा I don't do a lot of PR, right? So which is why I'm also seen less. I'm not always spending so much money to look my best all the time. So I think वो सारी चीजों का perception का भी बहुत फर्क पड़ता है.
For all film-related interviews, reviews, and content, please like and subscribe to Pooja Talwar. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram.
Lovely to meet you. मुझे एक बात बताओ, कोहरा में पुलिस वालों ने इतना आपका दिमाग खराब कर दिया था that you decided to become a पुलिस वाली.
Good observation. Actually, यूनिफॉर्म पहनने का एक अपना मजा है ना. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਹੋ, you know, ਸਰਦਾਰ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਚ ਕੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ यूनिफॉर्म ਪਹਿਨਣ ਦਾ. When I was also planning to do test case season 2, my mama, my dad, they wouldn't ask me about any other project that I was doing. They were only concerned about when are you wearing the uniform. So, you know, I was always waiting for that. And then Bad Cop gave me the opportunity to wear the uniform, do some action, and then also be a part of a really good script.
But, you know, I was just seeing your film trajectory, you know, whether it was the Kathmandu case, and you were like to play these, what I would say, not exactly rebellious, but badass women. Are you like drawn to these characters, like who are just like uninhibited, they speak their mind? Are you drawn towards characters like these?
I think so, because I've always been that person. Uninhibited, I'm more drawn to characters like that because I don't think in real life, or maybe in real life I'm uninhibited, or maybe not so much. And I'm also attracted to actors that are very uninhibited. I think that quality, that one thing, I feel like I want to achieve. But in terms of standing up for yourself, those kind of characters, yes, I am. Because I feel like you should speak your mind, and I like strong, resilient, fierce women, people in general, who stand by their own core, their own values, their own morals, and also push the boundaries for the society.
True. And you know what? In Bad Cop, I saw the trailer. I loved it and I'm waiting to see what happens. But I was just reading comments and everyone saying, oh, she's breaking stereotypes with this role. And I was like, you know, this is what women should anyways be. They aspire to be and they should be. They don't need to justify that we are breaking any stereotypes. Why can't she have a professionally and a personally thriving life? So what was it about, you know, Devika, that you really drew you and you were like, I really need to sink my teeth into this character?
Absolutely, this thing. The fact that पहली बात तो ऐसा stereotype होना ही नहीं चाहिए. Why can't she have both the professional and personal life thriving together? So it's important to talk about it because I don't think still a lot of women believe that they can do it. I don't think their respective partners believe that they can do it. Their families also don't think that they can do it. Because I remember I come from a family where my father was okay with me leaving MBA and still like doing dance class and all because he thought कि ठीक है शादी करके that will be a good balance, you know, अपनी dance class चलाएगी and then she. तो वो mindset रहा है, even though I'm a Bombay girl, I'm, you know, born and raised here. So I think वो mindset रहा है. Also the dynamic that I share with Gulshan in the show, which is very interesting, that she's not just working outside, she's also his boss at work.
Ma'am बोलिए.
है ना? So what a graph and what a thing to talk about and what a way to, hopefully if the character connects with people, what a way to make another impact, you know, because I'm really drawn to characters like a Samira in Broken and a Nimrat in Kora and a Devika in Bad Cop, which have something to say, which makes my art more meaningful, I feel.
Absolutely. No, I absolutely get that. And what's really making me happy is recently we've seen a lot of actors in the cop universe, because pehle wo vardi wala gunda was the man, or, you know, he was like the, you know, showing his bravery and bravado. It was always the man wearing the stripes. Now you're seeing a lot of women And they're not just relegated to the desk job and G sir, they are leading their teams and platoons. So this
Yeah.
is an interesting change, which I also observe in the industry, where the women are playing the action heroes themselves.
Yeah. But I also feel like, we've heard the saying that art reflects society and society reflects art. I feel like that change is coming about in the society itself. As women, we are having more agency over our lives. We are taking charge in our lives. We are standing up for what it is that we truly want to do. So I think that is reflecting in our choices. That's also reflecting in what the writers are writing for us. And there is more acceptance for it, right? Because at the end of the day, in cinema, you can put it out there. You can make a character like this, put it out there. But what if the audience doesn't accept it? But
Which
a great example would be Nimrat from Kora, which was so highly loved and appreciated. Look at where that's coming from. She has a family, she has a loving husband, she has a kid, but she's choosing to move out of that and have more agency over her life just to choose her own happiness, which is with somebody else doing something else in life. And for people to accept that and understand it and text me and say that this character connected with me at a very different level, and I'm sure everyone's been through that. I'm sure a lot of women didn't have the agency over their lives for many years. शादी करवा दी गई. Let's अगर हम बॉम्बे से बाहर जाए, दिल्ली से बाहर जाए, मेट्रो सिटी से बाहर जाए, काफी कुछ है अभी भी उसी तरीके का.
absolutely.
शायद वहां पर अभी भी बहुत चेंज आना है. तो कितनी अमेजिंग बात है, राइट? ये हो रहा है.
No, I totally agree with that. And also now,
ऐसे मौके मिल रहे हैं, ऐसे थिन लाइन पे कैरेक्टर्स दिखे जा रहे हैं लड़कियों के. प्योर जॉय, इट्स जस्ट प्योर जॉय. आई सेट पे जब मैं देविका का कैरेक्टर कर रही थी, सो मेनी टाइम्स रैंडमली इन बिटवीन आई वुड जस्ट गो इन दिस ग्रेटफुल मोड. आई वुड बी लाइक, God, thank you so much. I'm getting these opportunities to be able to do this, to make my art more meaningful, to try and impact the society in some little way that I can. Maybe bring about one mindset shift, one thought change. एक उस कपल जो इस सिचुएशन में रहा है, चाहे वो बॉयफ्रेंड गर्लफ्रेंड हो, चाहे वो हस्बैंड वाइफ हो, अगर तो वो ये इफ दिस एक्ट्स एज अ मिरर and they can see that, oh, this is how we can deal with it, or oh my god, this is the mistake that we made.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a win in itself. और क्या चाहिए?
absolutely.
कोई मैच नहीं कर सकता.
No, absolutely. And also today, a lot of actors, whether it's, you speak to a Manoj Bajpayee or a Rajkumar Rao, or actresses, female actors, I'll just say actors, irrespective of gender, they're saying people now want to resonate with their own people, who are ordinary people, whose lives are as mundane as anyone else. They don't want to see larger than life characters. So I think there also somewhere the success of films like a 12th Fail,
Yeah.
or a Lapata Ladies, or a Shrikant is resonating with people. So I guess that, as you said, art imitates life and life imitates art.
Absolutely. So that change is coming and we're so happy about it. I mean, not even just in theaters. Lapata Ladies had more subscribers, or what?
Yeah. On Netflix, more than Animal.
More viewership than Animal.
Yeah.
I mean, what a win that is.
Absolutely. But, for you also, I feel, I mean, you were wonderful, absolutely wonderful in Broken, that the series Broken Yet Beautiful. But do you feel for you also to get here has been challenging? Because now suddenly, मैं कह रही हूँ जैसे आप shows आ रहे हैं, हीरा मंडी, लापता ladies, oh, this actor has surfaced, new, ये कहाँ लापता थे, ये लापता नहीं थे, ये हमेशा वहां थे, आपने ही नहीं उनको देखा. So do you also feel this is now happening, that you've been there around? It just takes that one project. In your case was Nimrat, like, though you had done so much of work, she resonated and was like, oh my God, where has she been?
Yeah. I think there is something called as divine timing, which I've really started believing in. So I think you have to do your work sincerely. And at the end of the day, it's a director's medium. It is about your talent and skill and what you bring to the table, yes. But it's also about how you're shot, how you're being portrayed, whether it's in a series, in a film, and if that resonates with people, and if if it's written in the stars, तो फिर उस project में उस तरीके से आप shine कर जाते हो. Otherwise, you sincerely keep working, and they say that हर project bullseye नहीं hit कर सकता, right? So then you also have to decide कि you always decide as actors कि आप ये project क्यों कर रहे हो, आप ये project क्यों कर रहे हो. So if your reasons are right, I think you feel okay. And definitely, if you start looking at others and you start comparing your journey, so then there will be insecurities and you'll feel like shit. You know, मुझे इतना time लग गया, मुझे ये क्यों नहीं जल्दी मिला, मुझे इस director के साथ काम करने क्यों नहीं मिल रहा है. But I think जितना gratefulness में रहोगे, मुझे लगता है उतना positive mindset में रहोगे और उतना better काम आप कर पाओगे.
But
यही
what
अपना
has
करना पड़ता है.
no, but what has been, I want to ask you your biggest challenge, because I'll be very frank with you, I actually feel you're very underrated. You're extremely underrated. I think you're very underrated. What do you feel has been your biggest challenge or a frustration that you as an individual want to really, like, say it out there?
First of all, thank you for that compliment. Underrated also means a lot. We all love underrated underdogs, and when they finally shine, तो अच्छी place है वो. What has been frustrating? I mean, if I have to be honest, what has been frustrating is a lot of the times I was almost locked for certain movies. Even now after Korra and all, there was a really big show with a solo female lead and all of that, and then eventually it all goes to the A-listers, so to say. Whether they have the skill, talent, or they don't, it is that they're more out there. Maybe they have a better perception. Maybe I don't know. So I don't do a lot of PR, right? So which is why I'm also seen less, and I'm not getting myself packed out there, and I'm not always spending so much money to look my best all the time. So I think वो सारी चीजों का perception का भी बहुत फर्क पड़ता है. So either I'll have to up my game or be very happy where I am and then whatever projects I'm getting. But this has been frustrating कि मुझे याद है अभी recently एक film आई थी बहुत ही बड़े production house की और I had 3 rounds of auditions. Last one was with the directors in the production house, and then eventually I was told that suddenly someone got it, who was really not deserving of it, but whatever.
Yeah, no,
That
I get
was,
that.
huh?
No, I said I get that. I can relate to that.
It's also because हर ऑडिशन में आप कितनी मेहनत डालते हो. आपके पास बहुत लिमिटेड नॉलेज होती है. एक सीन आपको मिला होता है, ज्यादा कैरेक्टर ब्रीफ आपको नहीं मिलता, आपको पूरी स्टोरी लाइन ही नहीं पता क्या है. There's so much hard work that goes into it. Now 3 rounds of auditions with 3 different scenes. That's so much, and it's a tough one. And then finally, when you don't get it, now after Korra, like the showrunner of the show, I told you there was this one very big show happening with one solo female lead. Like the showrunner called me up, he said, I really want you to do this. But then this one big platform said, नहीं नहीं हमें तो star चाहिए, हमें तो A-lister चाहिए. तो वो फिर रह जाती हैं वो चीजें. But this is what it is. I don't want to get frustrated about it. I know.
No, but you see how it's changed, how it's changing. Now you have these new national crushes, people who've been there, suddenly getting, because now the audience is deciding. I just spoke to Kartik Aaron, who also said word of mouth is the best PR. Because suddenly, word of mouth is the best PR. You don't need your social currency or this curated image building. People are now seeing through. And I'm sure.
I agree. Yeah. So which is what I'm saying, that it's divine timing, maybe. Whenever it has to happen, maybe it will. Maybe that one project, one character will be the bullseye that will sort of put you out there, on the map. And maybe things will change. Otherwise, also, I think I'm grateful and I'm happy for whatever it is, whatever is happening. I think the roles that I'm getting offered, the opportunities that I'm getting, I think they're great. I think
absolutely. Look at your co-star Vikrant Massey, 12th fail के बाद इतने टाइम से है, suddenly that सब लोग जाग गए कि भैया ये बंदा तो है यहाँ पर. I mean,
absolutely, you won't believe, he was my senior when I was in college. जब मैं डिग्री कॉलेज के फर्स्ट ईयर में थी, he had already passed out, he was already working. So it's been a 20-25 year journey for him, 20 years at least, 15-20 years, I don't know, जितने भी साल से वो रोज काम कर रहा है कंसिस्टेंटली विदाउट क्वेश्चनिंग हिमसेल्फ कि यार ये मेरे साथ क्यों नहीं हुआ, वो फ्रस्ट्रेट नहीं हो रहा, वो बोल रहा है जो मुझे मिल रहा है मैं करता हूँ। अब आप उसको बेस्ट तरीके से कैसे कर सकते हो और फिर उसके साथ क्या होगा वो आपके हाथ में नहीं है, वो आउटकम आपके हाथ में नहीं। यू जस्ट हैव टू बी सिंसियर टुवर्ड्स योर ओन जॉब and you have to keep a positive mindset and you have to have faith in the divine, and I think things will happen.
Absolutely. I like your Instamates I am. They say the I am word is very powerful. What you add after that. So I am a rock star. And I would say, वैसे आप कितने bad cop हो real life में?
मुझे नहीं लगता मैं ज्यादा बैड कॉप हूँ।
अच्छा।
हाँ, आई थिंक मैं काफी गुड हूँ। बहुत ज्यादा बैड आई थिंक माँ बाप के लिए रही होंगी, बिकॉज माँ बाप की थोड़ी थोड़ी कॉन्जर्वेटिव माइंडसेट था, उनकी वैल्यूज थोड़ी ज्यादा बंद बंद से थी, तो वो थोड़ा ब्रेक करना, उनके साथ वो हार्ड कॉन्वर्सेशंस करना सारा टाइम, घर पे वो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स होने, बिकॉज व्हेन यू हैव टू चेंज अ माइंडसेट एंड यू वांट देम टू आल्सो ओपन अप एंड सी द वर्ल्ड एंड व्हाट्स हैपनिंग आउट देयर एंड लाइक जस्ट चेंज योर थिंकिंग। तो आई थिंक उस तरीके से मैं उनके लिए शायद थोड़ी टफ चाइल्ड हुई होंगी। आई थिंक मैं बैड कॉप घर पे हूँ। बाहर
Awesome. But now what? Since you did a Kohara, you've done this. It's also high action. Now, what genre do you really see that you would be perfect at? I actually feel you'll be perfect for comedy also.
आई एम डाइंग टू डू कॉमेडी बिकॉज ये मुझे इतने सीरियस रोल्स कराते हैं सारे कि मुझे लगता है मैं थक गई हूँ अब इतना सीरियस हो रो के, ना ही मैं अच्छी दिख रही हूँ, सड़ा हुआ मुंह हमेशा गुस्से वाला। तो आई थिंक मैं थक गई। आई रियली रियली वांट टू डू कॉमेडी। इफ देयर इज एनीवन आउट देयर हु इज लिसनिंग, प्लीज ऑफर मी कॉमेडी एंड और आई आल्सो लव टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ अ म्यूजिकल। दैट वुड बी अमेजिंग। आई जस्ट लव सॉन्ग एंड डांस। बहुत दिल है कि एक म्यूजिकल हो, उस म्यूजिकल में मुझे लॉक किया जाए और फिर मुझे गाने की भी ट्रेनिंग दी जाए, एंड आई वुड लव टू डू all three art forms, singing, dancing, acting together. That would be a dream come true for me. So comedy and musical I think is something that I am really looking forward to. अगर ऐसा कुछ होगा अलग सा तो मजा आएगा। मैं स्माइलिंग तो करूँ थोड़ा, स्क्रीन पे हमेशा होती रहती हूँ।
No, but we have to put that out there. But what about your singing thing? Because you have that vibe. Aren't you like thinking in that direction कि अभी उसने backseat लिया हुआ है?
सिंगिंग तो आई थिंक मेरे if there's one regret that I have in life is that I quit learning how to sing when I was much younger, because my mom recognized the love I had for music, and I used to also win a lot of competitions in school and stuff, inter school competitions and stuff in singing when I was training. But then I think I just became, I don't know, I think जब वो एक तो मेरे बिल्डिंग वाले लड़के मुझे बहुत चिढ़ाते थे जब मैं रियाज करती थी, तो आई थिंक वो प्योर प्रेशर हो गया था। दूसरा मुझे लगता है मेरी मॉम मुझे बहुत फोर्स करती थी कि टाइम पे अभी सर आने वाले, तो आई थिंक वो मुझे बहुत ऐसा लगता था कि फोर्स क्यों कर रहे हो मुझे। और तीसरा मुझे लगता है कि जब इंडियन क्लासिकल में जब राग और ये सब आप सीखने लगते हो एज अ किड, मुझे लगता है मैं सर बहुत प्रेशर आ रहा था कि बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट लग रहे थे राग सीखने मुझे, तो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था अभी, तो आई थिंक मैंने क्विट कर दिया वो। और उसके बाद आई जस्ट was never able to go back to it, but I cannot tell you, my life just revolves around music. So मैं बिल्कुल करना चाहती हूँ ये, बट फिर मुझे वो राग से बहुत ऐसा डर सा बैठ गया अंदर, वो एक ब्लॉक नहीं हो जाता कई बार, आपको ऐसा लगता है यार पता नहीं कभी मुझे याद भी होंगे कि नहीं, कर पाऊंगी कि नहीं। आई थिंक उस वजह से कंसिस्टेंटली नहीं कर पाती। मैं बीच में क्लासेस शुरू करती हूँ, फिर बंद हो जाती है, फिर शुरू करती हूँ, फिर बंद हो जाती है। बट माई फ्रेंड्स नो माई लव फॉर सिंगिंग, और वो मुझे बहुत चिढ़ाते हैं। मेरा एक दोस्त है रजत बरमेजा, उसने मुझे लास्ट ईयर मेरे बर्थडे पे गिफ्ट दिए थे 4 म्यूजिक सेशंस एक बहुत ही अच्छे टीचर के साथ। तो वो मैंने किए, फिर मैंने टीचर के साथ एक कवर सॉन्ग प्लान किया था जो कोरा का एक गाना था उसपे। बट फिर वो आई थिंक अब एक्टिंग में बिजी हो जाते हैं, वो क्लासेस रह जाती है।
So maybe we should manifest a musical for you. But looking forward to Bad Cop. And Gulshan was saying he really had a great time vibing with you, and I can see that because uska bhi expression he got that deadpan expression, but that says also so much.
He is so much fun. I cannot tell you. He is one of the one of the reasons that I did Bad Cop was also because Gulshan was locked for it. And I have always appreciated his talent and what he brings to the screen because he's just so interesting.
Yes,
There are
he
few actors which I think make very interesting choices in scenes. उनकी choices अलग ही होती है, जैसे जिम सार, जैसे विजय वर्मा, जैसे गुलशन दिवैया. तो इनके साथ मुझे था, जैसे जयदीप अलावत, इनकी choices बहुत interesting होती है, हटके होती है. तो मुझे था कि यार मुझे गुलशन कर रहा है, अब मुझे मौका मिलेगा इसके दिमाग में घुसने का या देखने का, खाली इसका प्रोसेस कि कैसे करता है. Because that's what I want to do. I want to be an interesting actor. So I used to see him on set कि उसका प्रोसेस क्या था. वो दीवारों से बातें कर रहा है, टेडी बेयर्स के साथ को गाने गा रहा है, उनके साथ बातें कर रहा है, कुछ भी करता है वो कुछ भी करता है. बट बेसिकली हिज आइडिया इज टू जस्ट बी सो रिलैक्स्ड बिफोर अ सीन that you can be very instinctual in a scene. So that process, to understand that process, was very interesting. And also it's very easy to talk to, a lot of fun, very supportive. इसमें हम दोनों एक्शन भी कर रहे थे काफी साथ में, तो वो अपने लिए तो विजिलेंट था ही, बट हमारे लिए भी था. मेरे लिए पहली बार था, तो ही वाज वेरी लाइक केयरफुल फॉर मी आल्सो कि तुम भी ध्यान से करो, नहीं इसको 2 बार और रिहर्सल कराओ, अच्छा ये तुम संभालना, यहाँ पे स्लिप ना हो जाओ. सो ही इज वेरी supportive like that. Good fun and very real.
Well, looking forward to that. All the very best, and here's to many more, and to the musical you want, to the comedy you want. And I just wish that your, as I said, the underrated talent is tapped a lot more. All the very best. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. Always a pleasure, Pooja. Thank you so much.
Likewise. Take care.
If you've liked this interview, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.